Hello, everybody. I am Willie Kingren. I am an adjunct with the history department, and I play with the band and brass, so I've been around for a long time. I pulled the short straw tonight, so I'm the first one with the mic introducing us. Welcome to our Spring 2025 concert. It's going to be a real interesting format. We're trying something a little new this year. As you can see, there will be no wind players. It will just be percussion for the first number. We are featuring our chamber ensembles for the first half of the concert. So we have a percussion group, we have a woodwind trio, we have a saxophone quartet, we have a brass, well, there's 6 of us, but we're playing a quintet. And then the professors will grace us with a lovely trio at the end of the first half of the concert. Then there will be a short intermission, about 15 minutes, and we'll reset and get ready for the full band, where we'll have 4 pieces for you. So, to start tonight, we have our percussion ensemble, and I'll let them introduce themselves. Let's give them some. Go down the line and say hello. Introduce your piece. They've elected James to speak for them.
So, is this on? The piece we're playing is a percussion ensemble called Black Racer. It is written for 4 players, but one of the parts is a little complicated, so it's being split between these 2 gentlemen right here. And there's nothing really else interesting about it. So.
just give them a round of applause, because that's some multi-talented individuals. I play brass for a reason. I play pretty much every brass instrument, but it's because I only need to use one hand at a time. Although I play a mean bass drum, let me tell you. Also, my favorite instrument of the night is the tiny little cymbal over there. Is it not adorable? Okay, coming up, we have a very eager saxophone quartet. Once again, we'll give them a chance to introduce themselves and their piece. We'll start over here with the scared one.
My name is Donna Carrillo.
My name is Abigail Hudson.
My name is Samuel Linda.
My name is James, and we are going to be playing a piece called Libertango. I would describe it, but I think the best way to understand it is just listen.
intergenerational and interscholastic nature of this program, we have instrumentalists from Southwestern, we have instrumentalists from KISD, and we have some instrumentalists from Chisholm Trail Academy. So we've got kind of a good grouping of people in Keene. This is something we'd like to do for our music program, involve as many people as are willing to play. If any of you play or have children who play, please see the music department. And once again, we're going to have the trio introduce themselves and their piece.
So today we're going to be playing two movements out of the 5 bagatelles. It's a piece that is made for 3 wind players, and today we're going to be playing it with 2 flutes and a clarinet. So we hope you guys enjoy.
Trio. Next we have the brass ensemble. We're going to get set up here, and if I could have a special favor from the sound booth, we have a special guest vocalist for the beginning part of our piece who will be waiting in the wings. So if we could leave the mic feed on, he will turn off the mic when he's done with his bit. And now I have to figure out how to hold a microphone, a trumpet, and a music folder all at once. I'll be right back. You saw me. I tried to get into the tuba section over there, but apparently I'm a trumpet player. Sorry about that. I forgot to introduce us. If we could leave the mic boosted a little bit so the vocalist can be heard over our opening number, that'd be great. So, hi again. I'm Willie Kingren, second trumpet. I am the old one. This is Sarah Valderrama. She is the good trumpet player. This is Carissa Emery, the short one. Here we have Haley and Harrison Seidel, the twinned ones. And Julia Salazar, the mained one. You'll find out what we're playing as we play it. Trust me, you'll know.
It's located solidly on the meridian of Misery, my village. And we're sturdy, and it's been here for 7 generations, but every single building is new. We have fishing, hunting, and a charming view of the sunsets. The only problems are the pests. You see, most places have mice or mosquitoes. We have dragons. get the even bigger than tuba instrument out, the piano, and we'll get set up for you. Correction, 2 professors and a flute player.
Okay, thank you so much. So this is the last piece of the first half. Thank you for coming. I know this is the very last week of the school, but thank you for being with us. I hope you enjoyed the program so far. Now we are gonna play a trio for saxophone, alto saxophone, flute, and piano. And it's just such a honor to play with 2 excellent musicians, the flute, Rachel Sousa, and the piano professor, Jonathan Monroe. Yeah, so it's just such a good experience to play with them. So hope you enjoy this trio by Russell Peterson.
about 15 minutes here, so that's 8:25. Let's call it back in our seats by 8:20, shall we? Maybe we start 2 minutes early, get a little spicy. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you for the second half of our concert. by Percy Granger, who is actually a piano prodigy turned composer from Australia. He came to the U.S. at the outbreak of World War I and enlisted as an Army bandsman, becoming an American citizen in 1918. So this is a transatlantic piece. Lincolnshire Posy is considered to be Granger's masterwork for wind band. It is based on folk songs that he and Lucy Broadwood collected in Lincolnshire from 1905 to 1906. He intended this as a collection of musical wildflowers, reflective not only of the songs, but of the singers who sang them to Granger and their personalities. Thus, style plays a big role in each movement. Granger uses every compositional device at his disposal. Harmonies move unpredictably, meter is unstable or absent, counter melodies creep in and out of prominence, and melodies go willfully in and out of phase. Granger recorded each singer on wax cylinders and used those recordings as reference to faithfully recreate each tune. So these are wind band transcriptions of actual people. Tonight we'll feature movements 2 and 6 from the suite. First is Horkstow Grange. Grange is a farm, if you're not used to that term. Horkstow is a tale of woe, wherein the farm foreman, John Bolin, beat his wagon driver, Steel Eye Span, on market day. Just keep that violence in mind as you listen to the beauty we're about to perform. The second piece is Lost Lady Found, which is the story of a young woman stolen away by gypsies. Her uncle is then accused of her murder and sentenced to death, but her lover goes in search of her, finds her, and brings her back just in time to save her uncle from the gallows, and they are married. So it's a happy ending. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy Lincolnshire Posy.
Thank you.
moment to prepare for what comes next. Obviously, that was Rhapsody in Blue. Almost 100 years, actually it's 101 years old now. Composed in
1924 as a piano concerto with wind band. So originally scored for piano and wind band. This time we did a simplified band-only arrangement. So that was that. Obviously, it's a quintessential American piece. Our next piece, our last two pieces here, are more modern compositions in the wind band literature. First, we have Chasing Crimson. Ma'am, rocket ship? Okay, I just had to scroll down, it's fine. First, we have Rocket Ship by Kevin Day, which is actually something of a local piece. It was commissioned by and dedicated to Paul Rosales, director of bands at William James Middle School in Fort Worth ISD. This is an exciting journey through space as our rocket ship encounters many obstacles and sights along the way, from flowing galaxies to meteor dodging reflected in the work's quick tempo and dynamic shifts. Then we will finish with Chasing Crimson. Crimson, which is the deep and rich shade of red, is eloquently depicted in this relentless and aggressive composition by Dakota Peterson, who is a self-taught composer who published his first piece when he was only 16. Prepare to be captivated by the memorable melody that showcases the power of a strong low brass section and explosive percussion, while enjoying creative harmonies and decadent dissonance. And yes, I did add several alliterations in there because I like them. So thank you, and please enjoy the last two pieces of our concert.
before we play our last piece of tonight's concert, I just want to say thank you so much for being here with us, and I just want to say a few words before we, closing this program. First of all, I want to, can we give another round of applause to Willie King Grant? Yeah, God bless. Yes. I text Willie yesterday, say, can you say something today? And I don't know where he finds so many informations, and it's just amazing. And I also want to say a lot of thanks to all these talent students. Many of them actually graduating this year, so it's sad they have to go. I really want to, just fail them and they can stay for another year, but they have just did such a wonderful job. So can you give another round of applause to all the talent students here? I also want to say thank you to the band director, Carissa Mary, taking the high school students to be with us. I really appreciate her help and her talent students here. Last but not least, but I really want to say just, thank you for coming here and supporting live music. I also want to give all the glory to the God. He created music, He created all talent people here, and I just want to say a lot of thanks to the God and all the glory to the God. Okay, thank you. Wish you enjoy our last piece and have a wonderful night. Thank you.
concludes our program for this evening. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I don't know if there's any refreshments in the hallway. If not, I hope you have cookies at home. But we definitely appreciate your support tonight. So thank you so much for coming, and we hope you have a lovely evening.